Lot of washing you got there.
I'd never have noticed.
Listen, I'm going to take Alice for a walk over the fields later on. You know, for a picnic, and I'm wondering, shall I take Pete?
No, thank you.
Well, it's no trouble. I mean, I can see you're busy, so I just thought...
You don't need to. I can manage perfectly well.
See, you're ready for a hard day's work?
Yeah, I'm up to my ears at the office. I have to take a day off to play tennis. It's crazy.
Oh, it's a tough life.
It's business.
No, of course it is.
We need the contract. There's a lot worse ways of keeping a customer happy than playing tennis with them. Just wish I wasn't so stiff.
Well, if you will start trying to haul lorries around.
Blame Dad for that.
Anything special you fancy for supper? Assuming you'll still be able to sit down, of course.
I'll be able to do more than sit. You wait and see.
Is this private, or can anyone join in?
Excuse me, just for a moment, I thought I was in my own home.
Chris.
Another hard day in the haulage industry, I see.
Meeting a client. If it's anything to do with you.
It's business. Brownwells, they're one of Chris's biggest clients.
And tennis fans, presumably.
Dad's arranged a day at home farm. Tennis, a few drinks.
Well, I say I wouldn't mind a day off to play tennis.
Yeah, well, I'd rather just get on with my job.
But it is your job, looking after your clients, keeping the customer happy.
Alex, it's nearly 9 o'clock. Isn't it time you were out looking after your clients?
Oh, yes. Right. Morning, all.
Oh, what brings you up here?
You want some breakfast?
No, thanks, Ma. Scrounge a cup of tea, though. Now then, Michael. Heard from Rachel?
Yeah, she's coming back for the show tomorrow evening.
Oh, good. I should hate to miss the tug of war.
Oh, me too. See the Woolpack team thrashing the Wimps from Tate's holiday camp, eh, Michael?
Oh, it doesn't include me. I'll have nothing to do with the Woolpack.
Oh, it's always the home farm team.
Oh, I can't help thinking the whole thing's stupid. Grown men trying to pull each other over. Here, here.
It's traditional.
Yeah, just a bit of fun.
So why's everyone getting so wound up about it? Practice sessions and that.
Because the Woolpack weeds need to be taught a lesson.
And the holiday part think they can do it.
Which they can.
Well, we'll see on Saturday at the show, won't we?
We certainly will. And talking of the show, how's the baking going?
I shouldn't ask, Joe. They're keeping very quiet about it, although the cows are looking very happy these days.
Take no notice, Sarah. As a matter of fact, Joe, if you stick around for another hour, you might find out.
Oh, well, that's why you were up so early this morning. Well, I've got to admire your persistence, if nothing else.
Chris, if you want a lift, you'll have to hurry.
Coming.
I'm already late.
Sorry, just getting an extra shirt.
Hello? Yes, he is. Hang on. Chris, it's Mike at the yard.
Hi, Mike. What? Well, can't Phil go? Oh, OK, look, just get him on his mobile. Tell him I'll be there about 12. Yeah, right, bye. One of the trucks has sheared a drive shaft. In Hull, of all places. Better ring Dad and tell him. No tennis for me today.
What time do you think you'll be back?
I'll be lucky if I'm back before midnight.
Caroline, what a nice surprise. I didn't know you were here.
Just arrived. I was looking for Alice.
Oh, Archie's probably taken her up to Lynn's place.
I see. How is she since Archie took over?
Very happy. Flourishing.
See?
He's very good with her, you know, Caroline. Very conscientious.
Just as well.
How about some coffee?
Yeah, OK, if you're twisting me arm.
You can't have greased it properly.
I give up.
Don't despair. Throw it away and start again. And next time, put greaseproof in the bottom.
Is it worth it?
What'll you enter for the show if you don't?
Maybe I just won't bother. If you value your looks, you won't say anything. Either of you.
As if we would. Oh, let's face it, love. Your strengths lie in other directions.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, give us a week or two and I'll think of something.
Right. I hope you and Michael will be happy dipping the rest of the sheep by yourselves.
What?
I'm not leaving this kitchen until I bake the perfect cake.
Are you joking?
Look at me. Do I look as if I'm joking?
No.
No.
Good for you, Sarah. Looks like you better get back to work, Jack.
I thought there might be a cup of tea.
Well, you thought wrong. And what are you hanging around for?
See Sarah's cake, of course.
Frank Tate pays you for wasting time, does he?
No, I'm going to see him later, Ma. But first, I've got to go to Leeds on business, if that's all right.
Leeds, I wish I'd known. I'd have come with you. There's some shopping I want to do.
Shopping?
Yes.
On your own?
Yes.
You wouldn't be meeting someone?
Like who?
Friend, perhaps?
Gentleman friend, perhaps?
Sometimes I think you'll never grow up. I want some patterns and some materials, that's all.
Well, I've got to go to Leeds again next week. I'll give you a lift.
Right.
While you're there, Joe, could you pick up a sack of carrots for Sarah?
Ow!
I don't know anything about tennis.
As long as you can hold a racket. This is a crisis, love.
If I don't get on with my practicing for the show jumping, I'll have a crisis next Saturday, Pot and Show. Sorry.
Oh, hell.
Well, why can't you play singles and then keep swapping after each set?
I thought you said you didn't know anything about tennis.
Well, that's all I remember.
Yeah, I suppose so, but it's not the same, is it? Somebody's got to stand around getting bored and cold.
Well, how about Joe?
Oh, he's gone to Leeds.
Oh, well, Frank,
Ah, Nick. Just the fellow I want to see.
Mark?
I've just been dreaming about you.
Get off.
Yeah, that's what you said.
You know you've got an exam this afternoon.
Oh, it's dead easy. I've been revising.
Oh, funny. We call that sleeping at our house.
This stuff's enough to send anyone off to sleep. Oh,
What's up?
my head really hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel really rough. I'm sure these are swollen.
Come on, Mark. Pull yourself together.
No, I feel really ill. I think I might have to miss that English exam this afternoon.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, then. Let's get you off to bed. Just as I thought. Nothing wrong with you.
Frank, look, I haven't played since I was at school and I wasn't any good then.
The Brownwells are one of our most important clients, and they're big tennis fans.
Well, all the more reason why I shouldn't be playing then. I'm not very good.
Neither are they. Even Chris would have to try hard to lose. You won't have that problem.
What about my work?
One day's not going to make any difference.
I'd be surprised how many weeds can grow in 24 hours.
Nick, you play tennis for me and I won't worry if the garden's covered in weeds.
Well, I haven't got a kit, have I? And I can't play in jeans, Frank.
No, you certainly can't.
Well, there you go, then.
So come with me. I'm sure I've got a pair of shorts that'll fit you.
You all right?
That's my fault. Turned him into the turn too sharply.
Hello, Joe.
And Neil. Been a long time.
Certainly has. Don't let me interrupt.
That's all right. In training for the Otten Show.
She's going well.
Do you know Kim Tate?
Oh, yes. We were introduced at the Boxing Day meet Christmas before last.
That's right. You've taken over as master of foxhounds.
A couple of weeks ago. Still feeling my way a bit.
I'd have thought you'd been far too busy in the city to take on a job like that.
I was. The last few years have been absolutely crazy, but all that's going to change. I don't need to spend so much time there. Do it all with phones and computers now.
So, how was that?
2 seconds faster.
Looking good for Saturday.
I hope so. How are you, Neil?
Fine, thanks, Kim.
So what brings you over here?
Well, as the new MFH...
Oh, yes, I'd heard about that. Congratulations.
Thanks. Thought I ought to check your stables out. My fellow members of the hunt seem to think very highly of them.
I'm glad to hear it. I work very hard to get their business.
Well, I hope we'll be able to continue with that arrangement.
Yes, I do hope so. I think you'll find my facilities are as good as any, and better than most.
Confident. Good. See you at the show, then.
Look forward to it.
Bye.
See you, Neil.
Bye. Bye, Joe. The Honourable Neil Kincaid. Now there's somebody worth impressing.
Recommendation from his family's worth a few bob round here.
So why am I standing around? Let's get practicing.
Okay.
What are you doing here? Oh, I decided to come and escort you to school. Make sure you get there. All right, thanks.
Yeah, I can't have you coming down with a mystery illness just before your exam, can we?
So, how's it going then, mate? Oh, you know. Well, Gary reckoned geography was a doddle. Yeah, that's what everyone says. Well, I got all the right questions in mind. Everything had revised. You're a jammy beggar.
Oh, you're such a worry guts, Mark Hughes. Come on, you've done all your revision. It'll be easy.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Just off out with Alice.
Really?
Yeah, I could take Peter if you want, it's not a problem.
No thanks.
We're going to tug-of-war team, they're having a practice. You might enjoy it.
I told you. No, thank you.
You want to do while I'm out?
I'm perfectly capable of doing my own shopping, thank you.
I meant it's a favour, you know, one friend to another.
Well, I'd rather keep the arrangement formal. One landlord to one lodger.
Is that all you think about these days, money? You just chuck it about, don't you? Buying stuff you don't even need.
What stuff?
Well, like this microwave for starters. When did you get this?
It's got nothing to do with you, Archie.
Part of your shopping spree, was it?
As a matter of fact, it was, yes.
What did that set you back? Couple of hundred? You know, Nick has to live on that for a month.
Well, that's his business, and my finances are mine.
Well, listen to yourself, Lynn. What do you think you sound like, eh?
At least I don't scrounge off my so-called mates and then can't do them a small favour.
Come on, you know we're looking after Alice. Well, I'm not now, so if you want me
It's too late, Archie. You were happy enough to accept my hospitality. When you had nowhere else to go, you were damn glad to come here.
Yeah, I know I was.
Yeah, well, you've changed the rules, not me. If Nick Bates comes first, then fine. But don't expect any more favours from me.
Summed up?
Tug-of-war team only. I don't think you'll remember.
No Rama supporter.
Not much of a turnout. Who's missing?
Pollard. No doubt out fleecing some poor old lady.
You won't let Mrs. Feldman hear you saying things like that.
Mark and Michael.
Mark's got his exams and Michael won't be joining us.
Why ever not?
Because you barred him from the pub.
Oh.
Anyway, we've got to get our act together. Joe's taking this very seriously.
Aye, Joe's got a right mean outfit together. What's up?
Tug-of-war team talk. Members only.
But that could be useful to you, see. I could keep an eye on Joe's team and gain the confidence and then report back for a pint or two.
At the going rate for spying, sir?
It's my going rate for spying.
How do we know that you're not doing the same for them?
That's what you'll have to take a chance on.
We'll manage. Thanks.
Get lost, Seth.
You'll be sorry.
So far, so good. Promising. Now, Robert, this is the tricky bit. There we are. Ready, steady. Ta-da! Let's have a look at it then. Another carrot cake for the ponies.
They're getting fed up with it.
They're not the only ones.
Right, so we're all agreed. We're going to need at least one more practice session before Saturday.
Hey, one more. We haven't had any yet.
Well, I may have to withdraw if my other duties at the show become too onerous.
What other duties?
Well, I am chairman of the judges.
What, for everything?
No, for the Glamorous Grannies competition.
Glamorous granny in this day and age?
Well, it's only a bit of fun.
Are you saying you can't take part in the tugging now?
No, of course not, but I must be careful not to spread myself too thinly.
There's not much danger of that.
Good, because Anchorman's vital. Now, look, I've got work too. Everyone up at Emmerdale tonight, 5:30 for practice, OK?
Well, no, I can't, Jack. I'm needed here, but I could tomorrow night. I can fix it with Carol.
Bill?
Aye, suits me.
I can't. I've got something planned.
Friday?
Oh, it's my mother's birthday. She's 70. I've got to be there.
Saturday?
Well, that's the day of the show.
I know. Let's hope we can all manage to turn up then, eh?
Have you had this out?
Eh? Oh, yeah. Alice would play with it earlier. Sorry.
I'd rather she didn't touch Peter's things.
He never looks at that. And Alice really likes it. In fact, I was wondering if she could have it.
Certainly not.
Well, Pete don't play with it.
If Alice likes it so much, let Nick buy her one.
Well, the one that's made her money, not him.
Oh, don't start that again.
Truth hurts, doesn't it?
Just leave Peter's things alone, all right?
Just because me and you aren't seeing eye to eye, there's no need to take it out on Alice.
I'm not taking anything out on Alice.
You can't afford to feed Alice, let alone buy her toys.
I'm not Surprised he hasn't got any money. He's having to pay you just about everything he earns.
I don't want his money, he insists.
Oh, yeah. It's a hard life, isn't it, Archie?
What do you mean?
If you're so worried about Nick, stop leeching off him.
Did you read about Andy Green? He walked out.
What?
His history exam. He just stood up, tore his exam paper in half and marched out.
Oh, I always knew he was a drip.
I feel sorry for him.
Why? He's an idiot.
Oh, you just don't do something like that without a reason, do you?
What reason?
I don't know, nerves.
Nerves? Bottled out, you mean?
Perhaps he just realised there was no point.
No point?
Oh, come on, Mark. Don't say you agree with that kind of behaviour.
No, I'm not saying I agree. I just understand how he feels.
Well, I don't.
Me neither. What a wimp.
Well, why's he a wimp? It's better to walk out rather than carry on, especially if he knew he was going to fail. I think he was quite brave.
He just lost his nerve, Mark. That's all. And chucked everything away.
Oh, Archie, there you are.
Hiya.
I've been looking for you too.
Have you? Why?
I wanted to see how my granddaughter was.
Oh, she's fine.
Yeah, I can see that. Hello, my darling, how's my best girl? Here, I'll take that.
Thanks.
Oh, you've been stocking up on meat pies, have you?
Yeah, just had a fancy for them. They're not for Alice, sir.
No, of course not.
I only give her fresh stuff, nothing pre-packed.
Well, she's looking very well on it, Archie.
Must be doing something right then. Well, she'll want feeding when I come back.
Why are you telling me?
You'll be taking her, won't you?
No, Archie. You've obviously got everything very well under control.
Well, I just assumed that...
Look, I do have a few doubts about you looking after Alice.
Yeah, I know you do.
But you've obviously got a proper routine going, and it wouldn't be fair to break that. So I'll see you tonight.
Oh, right.
Bye-bye then, darling.
First rule of business, Nick, always allow the client to win at tennis.
Then you can beat them at business.
Well, it wasn't my fault. They were very lazy players.
I thought you were supposed to be lazy. That's what you told me.
Yeah, I thought so too. Must be many years of watching Wimbledon, eh?
Main thing is they enjoyed their day.
They did. Thanks a lot, Nick. I really appreciate it.
That's okay. Look, Frank, I need to speak to you about the sweet corn.
We are not going to talk about the garden today. Just dig in.
Oh, thanks.
So how's Alice?
Oh, she's fine. Archie's doing really well. I couldn't look after her better myself.
Well, you certainly seem to be more on top of the job since he took over.
I'll have some cake, Nick.
Yeah, I will in a minute. I could take some for Alice, if that's okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, Carol. What's all this? I come here expecting my son to be hard at work, and here he is drinking with the boss.
All right, Mum. What are you doing here?
Sit down, Caroline. Would you like a drink?
Oh, I could murder a gin and tonic, Kim, thanks.
And so you shall.
I come to spend a few days with Kathy. Don't worry, not here to check up on you.
Oh, yeah?
I saw Archie in the village with Alice. She looked really well and happy. Seems to be working out.
Yeah, it is, Mum. It's working out really well. Hey, look, why don't you come up later on and give Alice a bath?
Oh, I'd love to.
Speaking of which, I think I might go and have a nice hot bath myself. Otherwise, I'll not be able to walk tomorrow.
Oh, what have you been doing?
Playing tennis.
What?
Boss's orders.
It was against a couple of important business contacts. Chris should have played, but got called away.
Nick stepped in. And he's rather better at it than he let on.
Have a word with Turner again. He can't buy you forever.
I won't bank on it. Look at that slime ball. She'd rather support him than me.
Hey up, you lot.
Oh, that's all I need.
All right, Mike, so, you still banned then?
What's it look like?
All right. It's not my fault if you go getting yourself in fights, is it?
Shove it.
Well, I was going to offer to smuggle you a drink out, but don't think I'll bother now. See ya.
Time for another one, Arch?
How can you two sit in front of me drinking when you know I'm bad?
It's easy. Watch.
He's only teasing. We'll get you one. We'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, with a pint.
Don't think I've got very much, Mum.
It's all right, love. I'm not very hungry. Bread and cheese will do me.
Cheese, you'll be lucky. What's that? Archie. Damn it.
Something wrong?
I'm sick of him treating me like a charity case. Here, read that.
Oh, I think that's really sweet of him. And if he doesn't like them...
Of course he likes them. That's why he's left them. He thinks I'm not eating properly.
And of course he's wrong.
Oh, Mum, don't start. I'm just not hungry tonight.
No, nor me, really.
Wait till I see him, daft beggar.
What's so funny?
Well, it's just the one day I get fed and watered up at home farm. He goes and leaves me these.
He means well.
Yeah, probably. I just wish his timing was a bit better.
There we are, Dan. That's 126, please.
Cheers.
How did the tug-of-war practice go?
Oh, it didn't.
Didn't what?
Didn't nothing. It were great, wasn't it?
Aye.
Where did you practice then?
Emmerdale.
On what?
Jack's tractor?
Yeah, dead heavy it were and all.
And an orange juice?
You want to see the size of Joe's team? He's got 2 holiday makers in there as big as Jeff Capes he has.
It's quality that counts. Michael's outside, my sanction's busted.
All right.
You going already, Seth? It's a bit early for you, isn't it?
Aye, it's a bit close in here. I'm going to sit outside for a while.
Alan, Glamorous Granny Contest, how do you enter?
I know you're very good with Alice, but I do think they'd notice.
I mean, how does anyone enter?
They don't. They're nominated on the day of the show.
All right, cheers. Seth's right, it is a bit close in here, isn't it? Let's go outside for a bit.
All alone?
Yeah. Chris had to go to Hull. He won't be back for hours.
Oh, well. I'm going to go to the cinema.
What's on?
I don't know, really. Do you want to come?
No, I better finish this.
Oh, come on. You can do that any time. It's better than sitting around on your own all night.
You know something? You're right. Here, give me a second.
No problem. I'll find out what's on.
It seems funny drinking outside.
You mean funny?
In pub is place where you should be drinking your pint.
If you're allowed. Pleasant evening, Michael. This tastes good. Must be because it's illicit.
Forbidden fruit always tastes the sweetest.
You should put that in front of me. If Turner comes out, I can pretend it's mine.
Are your exams done?
Yeah, they're going great, really well.
Mark seems to be doing all right as well.
Yeah, must be Melanie's influence.
So, what's going on here?
This isn't what it looks like, Mr. Turner.
Archie asked Michael for his advice on the pint.
Yeah, I thought it tasted funny.
I thought you didn't drink, Archie.
Well, I don't, not normally.
That's why I wanted me to try it. It's fine, that.
As I told him it would be, Mr. Turner, on account of where you keep your beer.
I'll put a sock in it, Seth. Michael, the ban's lifted.
Are you joking?
No. I think you've learnt your lesson now. We won't say any more about it.
Oh, great. I promise it'll never happen again.
I should hope not.
No, it won't, I promise.
Yeah, might as well finish your pint then.
Thanks again.
No, don't thank me. Thank Eric here.
I persuaded Alan that we settled our differences.
He asked me to lift the ban.
Oh, did he? Well, he needn't have already bothered.
Treacle pudding with custard. Oh, hi, Chris.
Chris!
Where have you been?
Alex and I went to the pictures.
Didn't it occur to you to leave a note or something?
Sorry, love, I wasn't expecting you home so early. We only went out at 7:15.
I was back at 7:30.
Have you had something to eat? We're just going to have some supper.
We?
Well, Alex and me, of course.
Oh, come on, Chris.
I'm getting sick of this, of you. You come in here, take over my house, my wife.
Grow up, Christopher.
You were the one who said you wouldn't be home till midnight.
I've just had enough of sharing my house. When are we going to be alone?
Hello?
Oh, hi, Mum.
Hello, love. Hello, Chris. How are you?
Never been better.
Kathy did tell you, didn't she, that I'm stopping for a couple of nights?
Yes, of course, no problem. It's always been open house here.